Powerful Deputy Speaker, I greet you, sir. How are you doing today, Deputy Speaker? I greet you. You are welcome. What? Are you surprised with my luggage? I won't be surprised at all.
What is this about?
My Deputy Speaker. I'm immediately after this show like this, I'm leaving this country. I'm leaving and I'm leaving for good.
You are leaving this country. I was almost thinking that maybe it's the money meant for the House of Opinion that you are carrying.
I can't be carrying the money like this.
You are traveling out for what?
I'm leaving this country, Mr. Deputy Speaker.
Why?
I'm feeling no heart.
Now what?
The situation of things in this country is very worrisome, especially the insecurity challenge.
Wow.
A few weeks ago, the most secure person in this country, that's the president of this country, escaped an assassination attempt in Kogi. Now imagine if a president, if they want to kill a president, if he's under such threat, now who am I? Who am I?
Help me to understand this.
I can't bear all this thing any longer. My Deputy Speaker, I need to leave.
The assassination attempt was on the president, not on
the president, the most secure person in this country. So if they are trying to keep president, what do you now expect of we ordinary civilians?
Can you hear what is going on? Like really, I'm surprised. Honorable Fari came in with a traveling bag saying that he's traveling after this episode of House of Opinion. Well, let us see how it will turn out. Let us say the very next that will join us in the house today, and that is Honorable Adasa Fatunde. Are we going to see someone that is going to JAPA again? Going to stay in this country? Let us know.
Powerful honorable. Powerful honorable. Powerful honorable. Powerful honorable. Fine honorable. Honorable. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Because immediately after this show like this, I'm leaving this country for good.
Why? I thought we were not supporting
we are supporting Jagaban. Yes. But anyway I am, I can always provide my support. We are not in a digital age. Yes.
We sat down together last week to defend articulated and
I'm not changing my mind.
And now you are leaving.
I'm not changing my mind. See, I'm still supporting Jagaban.
Okay.
But I will do it. I can provide that. Exactly.
When we said we want to support.
Exactly.
I can't stay with you today.
That's not a problem.
No.
It's not a problem. No problem.
I'm not leaving the country and I'm not running away. So I have to stay here.
No problem. No problem.
So you're supporting those that are staying in Nigeria, like you are staying in Nigeria.
I'm staying in Nigeria.
Yeah, that is good. You know, some people will say that wherever we are, we can be doing whatever we need to do.
No, not this. Okay, I think I might just use my phone. How do I?
Welcome. Welcome. Another of the honorables in the house today, and that is Honorable Esther Folabi. Have you seen her around?
No, I think on my way coming to the house this evening, I saw her in one range way to the Motala Main International. You can push a call through to her to know so that we can actually know where she is.
Like really, you're telling me that she is traveling out of the country at this point in time, and I do not know
about it. She was obedient last week.
Who has not tired of the situation in this country?
For real?
This
matter we need to settle today. This matter, please help me with number. Hello, Honorable Lester Afolabi. Now, you need to tell us where exactly it is that you are. You are traveling out of the country at this point in time? How possible? See, we are. To the controller of the immigration. But I tell me that you are traveling out. Make sure you find yourself here in the next 2 to 3 minutes. All right? I won't take any excuse from you.
Please be on to you.
Slight Charlie, Deputy Speaker. You develop arrest in your
Honorable Fire, see, whatever it is that you take in order for us to ensure that this country is fixed and it becomes a better place for us to live. That is what we are. Anyways, as she comes, let us make welcome Honorable Tolu Lope Dada as he comes in and
we want to go to China because of his Tida automobile business. If we want to go to China, I'm very sure.
I am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. The grant is coming in gradually. Yes, thank you.
Powerful, honorable. I guess you are preparing for your trip to China.
Yes.
Yeah.
This country is good enough for me. I believe in this country so much. Why are you sitting on my side of the device? I salute your patience. So I want to know which side are we sitting on today? Because me, I'm here to stay in this country. I'm here to stay.
Please have your seat. We are
Thank you, honorable.
I celebrate.
So you are sitting on that side of the device.
I celebrate you.
Thank you. I know my other honorable will sit down with me. They are going to be 3 against 1.
Okay, let us see how that will play out. And we heard you making a call just now about something. Can you?
You're welcome.
You know, I have to travel out with my family because the situation of the see. No lies. I've been trying to charge my phone.
Can you imagine?
Since yesterday, no
Can
lies.
you imagine?
You've been trying to charge your phone since yesterday, and because
Sorry, I did not inform you. I was about to tell you that the deputy speaker even call across to us to come back from the airport.
I
was already
cannot
leaving.
stay with you
You were already leaving.
People were supposed to speak today.
So what was your weekend of last week?
Deputy speaker that called me.
Don't worry. We will support from outside the country.
I am disappointed.
Yes,
We will support.
Honorables,
Give you our support.
honorables, before the floor is open for debate, just take a chill pill, because we are going to open this floor and we are going to carry out this discussion very well. We will set our tables as it needs to be, all right? And I know that you are ready with your facts and figures, all right? Honorables, all right, well, we won't be doing this all alone. We would have the presence of our mighty and distinguished, anointed, everly dynamic and articulated, essential and available,
anointed man.
It's on the end. So in the next few moments, we will be bringing in our powerful deputies, our powerful speaker. But before we let us go on a very, very short break, because I know that right now he's taking a very warm coffee. All right, you are welcome back from that very short break. Okay, at this point in time, we will be making welcome our powerful and ever energetic and articulate, dynamic, and so eloquent, and love essential, effectual, and effective, and what else? Anointed speaker of the house, speaker titular of MKs. Honorable, stand up to your feet and go for heart. Oh, power to the speaker.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The Deputy Speaker, you can have your seat. Honorable Cholu, don't do as if you are very loyal. You refuse to sit down. Are you acting loyal or you are forming loyal? Thank you. Thank you. Are you sure that the Minister for Technical has worked on your microphone? Honorable Fari, will you go closer to the microphone so that we can hear you very, very well? Very, very well. Can hear you very, very well. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, You're welcome to another edition of Hours of Opinion, where we speak wisdom to cause a change. And it's going to be another powerful edition today. And I am not here alone. As the powerful speaker, I don't work alone. I work with distinguished, eminent, powerful people that make things happen. We've been in some meetings around the world. So today, the topic for On the Floor of the House is JAPA or stay. And Honorable Esther, the Deputy Speaker calls me. Stand up, Honorable Esther. Yeah, stand up. The Deputy Speaker called me and informed me that you are already going, that he needs the services of the DSS. Have you seen how many DSS we sent to return you back? Now you can't JAPA now. Because last week you were here supporting obedient. As if you people will vote and vote and vote. But you're already running away. Anyway, let's see your opinion. Why you that didn't JAPA last week wants to JAPA now? Just sit down. Sit down. If you can defend yourself, and that would be great. Let me just introduce the special guest for this event today. And we'll go ahead. We'll just greet you and one by one, and we just move ahead. So joining us on today's show is our big friend all the way from United Kingdom, a medical doctor, a pastor, eloquent speaker, health-wise Dr. Davijo. His name is Dr. Joshua Ateke. Just welcome, come to the house and salute the house. Dr. Joshua, yes, can you come on board?
Hello, good evening, everyone. Nice to be in your conversation. I'm looking forward to a interesting and wonderful conversation.
Can you see that this doctor needs to be taken to the hospital? You need to be taken to the hospital. You don't have respect for the speaker. You came on the floor of the house and you were just, because you are my friend, you were just talking and you didn't salute Mr. Speaker. Doctor, do you want to?
Mr. Speaker, I'm sorry. I did not take notice of the procedural happenings.
Yes. So you have the floor back.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Deputy Speaker,
yes,
and members of the floor.
Yes.
I recognize you.
Aha. Better. Thank you. Then we can open your hospital in the UK. Thank you. Thank you. So also on the floor of the house today is so you can go out video a little bit, sir. Now we now have another wonderful guest. He's a very wonderful, dynamic man also here in the United Kingdom, and that is Mr. Kayode Adedigba. Please come on the floor of the house. Make sure you salute the speaker. If not, something will speak on your head.
Honorable Speaker,
yes,
members of the floor and audience across all realms across the world watching this live. I would like to reference you all and to say thank you very much for the privilege to be on this program. And I look forward to have a meaningful and, of course, progressive conversation.
Yeah, thank you. God save you. If not, that your food company might not be approved when they bring the bill to their. And Mr. Deputy, you remember that bill for those of you that want to start a food company in United Kingdom? He's one of them. He's one of them. He's one of them. So I can't hear you, Deputy Speaker.
That's our table. Like we will be the one to pass it. We will pass
it.
Yes,
it will pass to our table. Thank you very much. I would like the microphone there to go higher and let's make sure we are fine. Yes, Deputy Speaker, is his JAPA or stay? And people like us, we have left Nigeria. We have our reason. And there is JAPA, there is stay, and there is jello. But Honorable Tolu, you are starting today. Remember that I am still the speaker and I have power. Honorable Adasa, last week I sent you out and I wouldn't mind sending you out today again, but I wonder why you have changed your table. Honorable Tolu, you are saying that Nigerian airlines should not go. They should stay. give us your first 2-minute opening speech on why we should not JAPA. Over to you, Honorable Tony.
All power is restored back to you, my honorable speaker. I respect and even though you struggle to continue what you started, I know you did not leave us alone because just these last few months you were still back in Nigeria. So you did not JAPA. I celebrate you. Yeah. So I want to celebrate you for your humility. Staying with us in this country and not being like some people on the side of the side. Let me begin by saying this. Patriotism is the core of any developed or developing community. If you ever see a nation that develops and that stands by whatever it is that is going to make out of its own self, is going to be by the fact that people in the country believe in their country. And that is what I am going to stand by this evening, because I see that often and every day, the immigration house is going to show us a picture of that many people are insistent on leaving this country because they do not know that for all of those developed countries where they are running to, they stood by their countries. Every single one of those countries had people who stood by them. And this was not what our forefathers led for us. They led for us and they fought for the development. And this country is like this today because of what we did. Many of us are running away. Yes. But today, I am going to tell you and show you how that it is important that staying in this country is how we are going to take this country to the next level. Yes. Thank you.
Staying in this country is how we are going to take this country to the next level. Patriotism. Our forefathers did not run away. This is what Honorable Tolu is saying. Patriotism. Our forefathers did not run away. If they have run away to Nigeria, would there be a country called Nigeria? Would there be a great place like this? Why is everybody running away? Honorable Adasa, in 1 minute, give us your opening speech as we open the floor tonight.
Thank you so much, my speaker. All power belongs to you, and may your days be long. And also, I salute you. One of my major reasons why I feel like a citizen should stay in his or her country is freedom of expression. As a Nigerian that I am, I can't be afraid to walk on the streets. I mean, no one has the guts or the right to ask me whether I'm a Nigerian or not. But take, for example, people who have traveled out. We have seen cases of racism, of, genocide. They've killed them just because they are not from their country. I mean, why would my country only for me to go and waste my life in another country just because I want to have? I mean, I don't know what they are looking for. Maybe they are going to tell us today why they are running away. In fact, everybody even brought box out. So, I mean, the freedom is compared to nothing. Being in your own country, it's your type of freedom. Thank you so much.
Wow. Genocide. We even heard that in Middlesbrough, some of the people that travel, they've collected their children from them and they took it to the social home. That they are not even able to handle their children alone. Yet, while they were in Nigeria, they had the freedom to take care of their own children. It's getting hot. Honorable Fari, you say you want to JAPA. You even carried this your, is it a borrowed bag or Honorable Fari, but original, seriously. Oh my God. You want to JAPA. Honorable Fari, why do you want to JAPA? Over to you.
Thank you, my anointed speaker. May the anointing never run dry. Deputy Speaker, I greet you. My speaker, let me start by saying this. My honorables here are talking JAPA as if JAPA is a criminal offense. Let me state this. According to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights of 1948, Article 13, subsection 2, we state that everyone has a right to live in any country, including his own country or any other country. And reading that further, it also states that everyone has the right to seek and to enjoy in any countries of the world. So my powerful speaker, I will be writing my point based on this thing that I just read. Now, if we look at it, let's look at our country, the current situation of this country as it is. We are talking about lives here. We are talking about human prosperity. Current situation is not actually encouraging. Insecurity is at the peak of it in the history of this country. Just a few weeks ago, there was a news of how President Muhammadu Buhari escaped an assassination attempt in Kogi State when he went there to commission the protest. My powerful speaker, can you imagine, in a country where we call a sovereign country, a democratic country, an assassination attempt is being made on the president, the number one person, the secure person in the country. Now, if such befell on president, then who am I? And my powerful speaker as well, it's also interesting to know that as far as this country is concerned, my powerful speaker, if I tell you that as we are now, every day, we spend our money to provide things which government are meant to provide for us ourselves. After we pay tax, we still spend our own money to provide electricity for ourselves. My powerful speaker, I'm deciding you to know that as we are talking at the moment, we pay for the electricity bill for this month. But at this moment now, we are running on fuel. After we pay for the money, we pay tax for the electricity bill. We pay money to buy the fuel. We pay tax on the fuel. My powerful speaker, we pay tax so that our roads can be well constructed. But eventually, we still have to spend our own money to provide the road. We pay money, we pay tax so that security can be provided. But we still spend our own money to provide our security. And let me conclude, my powerful speaker. You know, if we series of news around now, I've been saying that Nigeria is broke. Nigeria wants to borrow money for development.
Honorable Fari, let's cut you short there. Thank you very much for your opening speech. We pay tax for government to produce electricity. We are the one still buying fuel so that we can have electricity. So, can you say people that JAPA, when they pay for light, they have light? I'm happy that Dr. Atike is here. Also, Mr. Adediba is here. They will tell us now that they are in the UK, how is it going? Honorable Esther, in just 30 seconds, give us your opening speech and let's run. You are already at the airport about to JAPA.
Thank you, my powerful speaker. May your days be long like that of your forefathers. WHO have already given us a survey that 50% of the population of Nigeria are willing to run away to another country if they have the opportunity to. Maybe because some people do not even have enough money. Maybe that's why they are trying to say they want to stay. But the truth remains that the population of Nigeria, just like I stated last week, consists of 70% of youth. And WHO and World Bank have already told us that this is a great privilege and opportunity to increase the economic stability of this nation. But then, if we leave this youth unskilled, unprepared, unemployed, in poverty, they will be a great burden to this nation. Then we decided, and we say, what can we do? We cannot continue to stay here and suffer. The same WHO and UNICEF also stated that if people need to walk 30 minutes on foot before they get to a primary health care, it means they are lacking a good health system.
Honorable Esther, if people need to walk 30 minutes to get health, that means that country is lacking something. Oh my God. Hey, my people, if you are on set with us on your YouTube, just click that share button. Click that share button and please share with other people so that they can join us. Just click that share button so that other people can join us on this show. Just click that button so that other people can join us on this show. I don't want to imagine that something miraculous just happened, that even the studio in Nigeria have lost their light. I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that. Is it that they lost light or what? Oh my God, Deputy Speaker, are you guys there?
My powerful speaker, sir. Well, we will say that a part of what happens in Nigeria just happened. A part of what happens in Nigeria just happened. That was the reason, sir.
Okay, thank you. So if you are there, click the share button, share to your YouTube, share to your groups, and let other people join us. You will be able to call in on this call, and we'll tell you the number to call when that time is set. The floor is open. Honorable Tolu, anybody can challenge you. Let's open the floor. Why do you want us to stay?
Okay, thank you, my powerful speaker. May I continue by saying this? I looked at the Forbes list recently, and I noticed a very interesting thing about the Forbes list. Among the 10 top richest people in the world, I noticed that it was only just one of them that was in another country. What does
Honorable Tolu, move closer to your microphone, please. Move closer to your microphone, please.
Sorry, my powerful speaker. I did not know you could not hear me. I was saying that I checked the Forbes list recently, and I noticed something among the top 10 richest billionaires in the world. I noticed that every single one of them, aside one of them, was operating outside his country of nativity. And so it tells me something. If you are ever going to build sustainable wealth that people all around you come and look at, you will need to begin in your community. You need to begin in your country. This says to me that it looks to me that there are not favorable conditions for people trying to build and amass wealth and assets
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, overruled.
My powerful speaker, let me continue by saying this. Many of the people who try to JAPA, I have noticed one thing that is very persistent about many of them. It is not because many of them are looking for money, they say they are not secure. But can I announce to us that among the top 3 places that Nigerians try to go to, maybe the US, the UK, and maybe Canada is a good place to say. Can I announce to you that US alone had almost 630 gun violence just in year 2022? Just that one alone. And again, let me say to you that among those mass shootings that happen in the US, it is something that is not good enough for us. Because many of us think that we are not safe in this country. But can I tell you that nobody disturbs me for a green card in my country? I know where to walk to, and I know how to keep myself safe. But in a country where you don't know where to go.
Point of order sustained. Point of order sustained. Mr. Honorable Tolu just told us that hey, nobody disturbs for a green card in his country, and that there was violence in the US as well. Is that what you're saying? Violence also in the US. Violence in the US. Is that what you're saying? Honorable Fari, over to you. Why do you want to JAPA?
To my powerful speaker, I won't mind Honorable Tolu because Honorable Tolu is a businessman. And you know, as a businessman, you can sell anything. All that matters to is money. Whether people prosper or they don't prosper, whether you sell solution or not, that's not your concern. My powerful speaker, Honorable Tolu is speaking. He's saying that some people in one place, because that's their country, that's how they are able to make their wealth. My powerful speaker, it will interest you to know that this US Honorable Tolu is talking about, if you go and check US today, the people that are actually contributing to the thriving economy of US, they are black people. And if you check these black people, Nigeria constitutes a significant number in there. Now, these people, every day we hear it in news, how medical doctors are going to UK, going to US. Why are they not staying in the country? Because if they had remained in Nigeria, there is no facility that will help their ingenuity. Imagine, in a day, according to UN medical rules, there is a number of patients a medical doctor needs to attend to in a particular day. But in Nigeria, come and see. You will see a medical doctor attending to like 50 patients in a day. And now, how do you want such a medical doctor to be effective? At the end of the month, even the peanuts government are meant to pay them, they won't pay it on time. So as a medical doctor, I have a family I need to feed. I know that at the end of the month, money is not coming. How won't I diversify? When I diversify, how do you want me to be at my best? But over there, it's not like that. So this thing that Honorable Tolu is talking about, yeah, I just feel like he's just talking about one news he just saw in one of these local newspapers. Even in the UK, my powerful speaker, at least we have it on record.
Point of information, Mr. Speaker.
We have it on record.
Information overruled.
Thank you, my powerful speaker. See, these are reasons why Nigeria youth are leaving the country. In the current admission, the last admission, that was year 2022, we have it on record that over 64,000 Nigerian students migrated to UK to study in search of greener pasture. Now, if you look at these people, what do you think they are actually living because they are happy living? Nobody wants to leave his country.
Yes.
If situation they are favorable.
Abi?
Situation they are not favorable. That's why they have to leave. Imagine in UK, you work 1 hour, you are collecting like 10,000.
Point of information sustained, Honorable Fari. So you are saying that our doctors are being overlabored in Nigeria, yeah, they are paying them peanuts, and you feel that when they get to the UK, they are being paid better. Honorable Tolu Adasa, our work is not being appreciated in Nigeria. Over to the point of information sustained.
My powerful speaker, I like for us to give information that is making people well informed. I think on this one, he's only talking about the people that went. I mean, how about the 10,000 people that were deported between 2019 and 2020? How about the 10,000? What is the essence of a wealth you are going to amass that you can
point of order, my powerful speaker?
Point of order sustained. Honorable Tolu, Honorable Father is putting you into serious order. You just said 10,000 people were what? Were deported back. Honorable Fari, point of order is standing. What do you say about that?
Thank you, my powerful speaker. I know Honorable Tolu, he reads local newspapers so much. So I get to discover, maybe it was one of those local newspapers, that's where he discovered that. So can you show us where you got that statistics from? My powerful speaker, why is he finding the source of his information? Let me say this. He is talking about 10,000 people deported. Now, do you know the number of people that are number of Nigerians that are in US and UK meaningfully contributing to the growth of the economy and in the process creating wealth for themselves and the generation coming after them?
Okay,
because you are talking about
information.
You are talking about
wait. Honorable Fari, did you just tell me that Nigerians are in the US, UK contributing to the GDP of US and UK? How does that profit Nigeria? Honorable Fari, are you sure you didn't brand somewhere else before you come here? How does that profit Nigeria? Honorable Tolu, over to you.
I will allow my other speaker to quote something about the GDP of this country, Nigeria. But can I quickly say to you that 24% of those people you are talking about that are relocated out of this country, many of them are going to Sudan. That is the highest number of places where Nigerians are relocating to. And can I announce to you that Sudan has a lower index when it's compared to Nigeria? But please, can you help me post that GDP of what Nigeria is saying?
Thank you so much, my honorable. Thank you so much, my powerful speaker. Do you know that according to International Monetary Fund statistics, in 2021, Nigeria is the second largest country with the highest gross domestic product of $1.14 trillion after Egypt. The reason why most Nigerian citizens...
Point of order overruled. Honorable Adasa, calm down. I'm enjoying that statistics. So are you saying Nigeria is rich? Nigeria is wealthy? What are you telling us, Honorable Adasa?
And I feel like the reason why most citizens feel like leaving the country is because the bad side of the country is being capitalized on. And my honorable just said that they had 630 gun attacks in the US. The almighty US, my speaker. I mean, we should capitalize on these goods. I am so sure that these honorables that are trying to JAPA, they don't have this record on their hand.
Point of information sustained. Honorable Esther, you need to come on. Honorable Adasa just told us that Nigeria is rich. Hey, my question is Nigeria a rich country? Is Nigeria a developing country? Is Nigeria another developed country? Honorable Adasa, I will come back to you. Deputy Speaker, Nigeria is rich. Deputy
Speaker, well, there is something that we call creativity. There is something that we call technology for self-reliance. It is the motto of a particular institution in Nigeria, an educational institution. So it is a way by which we turn around creativity in order to get the results that we actually
want. Over to you. You come for point of information.
Thank you, my powerful speaker. It is like our honorable on this side. They are just trying to look for people that will join them in the suffering of this country. I would like to inform them of their ignorance. According to UN, I remember reading that over the years, Nigeria has been gaining from the diaspora remittances. That is to say, when people travel out of the country and those countries get increase in their GDP, there is a percentage that comes to Nigeria. And that was in 2022. It accelerated in 2020 to 17.21 billion. That's like 4% of Nigerian GDP.
Point of order, Mr.
Point of order, sustain. Point of order, sustain. Honorable Tolu, they are telling you that they are making money from US and Nigeria is benefiting from it. Deputy Speaker. I don't understand this one. You need to continue this show from here. I don't understand. They are making money from US. So are you saying US is now the one feeding Nigeria? Abikele Nsogan.
There is a point of order. Yes, so please explain to us, Honorable Tolu. So are you saying, is it that the US or those nations like that, Nigeria? Please, what is your point of order?
It is our convention state. It is one of the reasons why I raised the point of patriotism, but that's not where I'm going. Let me tell you that you are doing much harm to this country by enriching other countries. By saying
Point of order, sustain. That is why we are this old. Honorable Fare. We are enriching other countries as everybody is going. Is that not brain drain? Honorable Fare?
My powerful speaker, sometimes when people does not know something, there is a way they react to it. So let me butcher the ignorance of this honorable and the other side of the table. Now it seems they don't really understand what is meant by diaspora remittance. Now, if they are conversant with the news, they will have heard of recent that even the federal government, they are putting strategies in place to increase the diaspora remittance. And what does this mean? Now, I said earlier that you see Nigerians abroad in UK, US, and Canada that are doing excellently well, and they are contributing effectively to the economy of those countries. Now, you will hear recently of one doctor, an alumni of University of Ibadan, that UI, that University of Ibadan, their School of Medicine, they want to raise funds to improve the infrastructure of the School of Medicine. So this man alone single-handedly donated millions of dollars for that project. That is what is meant by diaspora remittance. And based on what my fellow honorable said the other time, that this diaspora remittance over the years.
Point of information, Mr. Speaker.
And what made this
point of information sustained? Honorable Tolu, I am giving you the floor again. You are telling us to stay. Is Nigeria secured? Honorable Tolu, you want us to stay. Honorable Adasa, you want us to stay. Is Nigeria secured? Deputy Speaker.
My powerful speaker, let me give you this statistics. According to the worldometer.info, they told us that during this concluded coronavirus injury that we had, many of us are saying Nigeria is not secure. But can I announce to you that out of 229 countries that were affected by this issue, it was that US. This US we are talking about is the most affected country where people died the most. By number 9, where now UK.
Point of order, my speaker.
But number 9 is UK, Canada, our own Canada. Canada
point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Nigeria.
Honorable Tolu, Honorable Deputy Speaker.
No, sir. I can run them red card.
I cannot stay.
Just now, I can run them red card.
Honorable Fare, are you saying that, Honorable Tolu, you are saying that Nigeria did not experience what US experienced during the coronavirus. So are you saying Nigeria is medically sound? Are you saying Nigeria is medically sound?
Okay, sir. If Nigeria is not medically sound, please let them explain to me how US was more affected than Nigeria.
Point of information is
Information sustained. Honorable Esther, let them know now. The president of Nigeria, Honorable Esther, the president of Nigeria, where does he collect medical attention?
That's how they used to travel. They used to travel every month for healthcare, whatever they used to call it. But me, I had to tell you this information that according to WHO, malaria is the deadliest disease that is affecting us in this country. Ordinary malaria, 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 you're talking about coronavirus. Malaria is killing 500,000 people a year. And you're talking about the coronavirus. What are you saying?
My speaker, sir.
Let me give her a punchline.
Let me be right on the point of my fellow.
Deputy Speaker. Ó dàbí pé ẹ ti wá sọ house yìí di ìtí òye mi báyìí. And because of that, I'm taking a 5-minute recess. Only me. I hand over the house to you. Irú kí lélẹ̀, kí ló fariwo báyìí? Àbí ṣé ti ní malaria ni?
Speaker, sir.
Well, maybe this honorable there.
Over to you. Before I bring back my guest, over to you.
On this matter, he was talking about coronavirus. You are talking about malaria. What is the correlation? My Bible speaker said
let me help you.
My Bible speaker said the other time. He was talking about where does the president of Nigeria, where do they have their medical checkup? What is the reason for that? Is it that our healthcare?
Thank you, my deputy speaker. Thank you.
It's because he does not know the value of his own country.
He is a lie.
Put yourself into serious. I will send you out of this household.
Okay.
My
deputy speaker, it's not our fault. It's not our fault. When the deputy speaker too as a collecting cooler. How do you want to?
Which cooler?
What?
You're not poor.
Which cooler?
What effort do you have?
He doesn't mean it like that. He doesn't.
Deputy speaker, it's not an allegation. Maybe it is in the house. It was
You have to
real.
deal with it accordingly.
He doesn't mean it like that.
You have to deal with it. No apology. Be accepted.
All right. Now, let us discuss this. We are talking about malaria.
Yes, thank you very much. Coronavirus started when, please? Can we remember when we had coronavirus? That was 2019. When?
2020.
But ever since Nigeria has been existing, there have been record of every year of people dying of malaria. Jubilating about the coronavirus that did not reach you.
Let me write.
Fine. Now you have a point of information.
Yes,
bring it on. Let us hear.
According to statistics, they produced a report in August 5, 2020.
I know.
And they told us that according to, I know you are ignorant about this fact, but let me announce to you that among the most various natural disasters that run in all of the world, US has the highest. So, how many natural disasters exactly do we have in Nigeria? Almost 43.
Mr. Speaker, point of order.
Natural disasters in the US is low.
Deputy Speaker, point of order.
No.
If Florida alone, last year, November 30th was when the last hurricane ended. Florida alone. And this was the third hurricane.
Yay. Very interesting. Very interesting. You see, what cannot happen in that country? What? Tell me what cannot happen in this country. What? Is there anything that cannot happen in this?
Is it PHN?
Anything can happen in that country. Anyway, it's part of it. The show is on. The show is on, and we are fine. We are live on YouTube. Now, we continue from here. Can we discuss it at our own level before Nigeria joins us back? Honorable, powerful Dr. Atike. A lot of people are saying they want to JAPA stay. A lot of Nigerian airlines are moving out. You can come in on video now. What's your take and your opinion on this, sir?
Go
ahead. Don't worry.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. To be honest, JAPA or no JAPA depends on an individual considerations and reasoning. There is always the bandwagon effect, where because something is happening, almost a lot of people are doing the same thing about the same time. People would just want to join the bandwagon and JAPA in this instance without considering giving it a thorough thought. You know, it has its own consequence. I was speaking with someone some days ago, and he was like, I'm not telling I'm saying I saw the UKB. The guy don't, you know, almost get mental challenge. You know, almost get mental challenge. The UK tough, no be small. After all he did to come here, he's finding it really tough here. He didn't know it's that tough. But to me, it's about individual considerations. What is your reason for JAPAing? That's the first question. And if you have good reasons, when no matter what people say, you are not moved because you are convinced by your reasons. Should you stay or should you JAPA? To me, we should begin to listen to people's reasons. But there are a number of reasons that seems germane why a lot of people are leaving. And I'll see if I can list a few. Number one, economic reasons. I'm in the health sector, and let me use this example. A nurse working in a private hospital in Nigeria earns maybe 40,000 naira or 60,000 naira, at most 100,000 naira in a month. I have nurses that have been looking for a way to get into government work, into the teaching hospitals and the state government hospitals, and they've not been able. So they are qualified nurses. They can't work in a government institution. They are resorted. They have resorted to work in a private institution, and they earn between 40 to 60,000 naira a month. Most of them. A few might earn about 100 or maybe more. The same nurses with the same qualification, once they come over to the UK, can earn as much as £2,500 in a month.
Jesus.
So if you take off all their bills and all that, such nurses will be comfortable to save at least £500 in a month.
In a month.
Convert that to naira.
So that's on economic grounds.
Yeah,
now.
That's economic grounds. So,
yeah, just hold it on. Let's butcher it together, and so just stay on video. Yes, let's bring in Mr. Dediba. Mr. Dediba, as an elder statesman too, and you are also out of the country now. This JAPA state dimension of it is Mr. Dediba there. What's your opinion about this topic today, JAPA or stay? Over to you, Mr. Dediba.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Like the other members of the House have been saying, and I want to maintain that protocol because this belongs.
Thank you.
Power belongs to. I think I want to write on exactly what my fellow guest speaker has said, which is the fact that we all have our individual reasons why we JAPA. Now, however, whatever be the case, we can summarize the reasons into different buckets. One of it is what he has mentioned, which is the economic one. However, it is not everybody that it is economic reason. So I want to tell the part to say even some of us who are JAPA'd and those that are some of us that are even thinking of JAPA in quotes are doing well, as a matter of fact, in Nigeria. Not that we are not doing well. For instance, if I want to take my honorable speaker, for instance, he's doing well and he's still doing very much well in Nigeria. But
thank you. We'll pass the bill of your food company.
It is not so basically when we look at it, there are a lot of other motivations around JAPA. So when we look at the situation and the circumstances around the way the country is being governed, the economic situation, like has been mentioned, without overflogging, the security situation, the political atmosphere, and most importantly, when you know that you have the future, which is the children that your God has given you to parent and to grow, and you look at the environment where you are, and you see that it is not palatable to grow them into the global brand and the global seed that they need to become. And then you begin to ask yourself that is there any opportunity that I can take that will allow me to make them globally relevant, globally competitive, and as well as much as possible again and acquire global opportunities that will allow them to compete globally with anybody.
That's right. That's right.
So those are. So let me take it just one more point, and then we'll come back, later. To other points. So if I want to take, for instance, the infrastructural issues that Nigeria is facing as of today, as we talk right now, we know that one of the issues that may be facing the studio in Nigeria is the fact that light has been taken away, which is of course beyond the control of the producer in Nigeria. But in where we are sitting right now, me and you, and of course the other guest speaker and other people watching across the globe, we are not facing the same issues. But however, the truth of the matter is that there are factors and things that goes beyond how much comfortable we are that we can solve ourselves. Even if you have all the money, if Dangote has all the money and all the likes of the rich people in Nigeria, can they fix up the road in Nigeria? They cannot fix all the road. Can they fix all the economic issues of Nigeria? They can't fix. Even if you have a business in Nigeria, your business is still faced by the externalities of Nigeria.
Oh my God.
A big factor that's still going to affect the success and the sustainability of that business, whatever it is.
Oh my God.
I give you an instance of a rich man that says, okay, I'm rich, I don't have any reason to travel abroad and all that. Even the president of Nigeria, like you mentioned, if I want to put it back, I happen to travel to the UK that we are here for some medical reasons to come and receive quality and better healthcare as the case may be. So why should I not JAPA in the first case? If the road that leads to my house, I build a mansion of hundreds of millions of naira in a particular area, but the road is not motorable. I cannot fix the road if I fix the streets in which my house is built, can I fix the road up to the express that takes me to other areas and other countries?
Oh my God.
Of the country? I cannot fix all of that. And of course, if I have security men that are following me up and down, can I assign security men that will fix all the security challenges that we are facing on Lagos Ibadan Express? No. So there are quite a lot of reasons why people will JAPA. And if I want to rest my case at this point, if we want to consider the diaspora, there's so many benefits. I've seen the argument for and against, and they are all valid. They are in their own right. However, I'd like to put it to you that Nigeria stands to gain a lot in the JAPA than it will lose in the JAPA.
So, Mr. Dediba, are you saying that a lot of the elitist Nigerians, the upward mobile guys in Nigeria, who are now living, like for people like us who feel that, yes, we're fine in Nigeria, security, future of our children, then maybe a better working environment. So are you saying that creating a better working environment here for airlines and upward mobile guys is still going to benefit Nigeria more? What's your take on that?
Definitely, and that is the point I was trying to make. Eventually, what we call the brain drain syndrome, which is a big challenge of Africa and Nigeria as a special case today, is going to eventually become a brain gain.
Wow. Let's hold you on that. It's eventually going to become a brain gain. Dr. Ateke, over to you as we set to round up this program today. And Dr. Adediba sent the video to us, and we'd like to play that video from one of our mentor and our leader, Olakunle Shorio. We'd like to play that and look at what he's saying. And that is somebody we need to listen to when we are talking about issues like this. So we'll play that video to sign up this program today. You know, the Nigerian studio, I know they are ready even with electricity. We have generator in the studio there. But one of the challenges in Akure is that you cannot find a company that can produce a sustainable network. A sustainable network that can provide what we are doing. You cannot find one in that.
Oh, but why can't you find? Is it the rocket science?
I just don't. I don't know that. Over to you again.
Thank you, Mr. Honorable. Let me just chip in. Mr. Adediba, you've spoken so well, but let me just say this. It is important that Nigeria, in this case in point, begins to be a lot concerned about the rate of JAPA. Because whether we like it or not, it's going to have some negative effects, even as it's going to have even as we can extrapolate extricate some positives to it. For example, I'm in the medical profession. A lot of doctors are leaving. Fewer doctors remain, and more workload. So if my mother goes to the hospital, for example, she will wait a lot more because there are fewer doctors to attend to people. In emergencies, there are fewer doctors to attend to people. So the reasons why people are jackpying, it is important the leadership of the country sits down to look at it typically. I know I have friends that are from Ethiopia. I have friends that are from Tanzania. Tanzania especially, you will hardly see people from Tanzania jackpying. Why? You would hardly see people from Rwanda jackpying. Why? A lot of countries in Africa, including Nigeria, is blessed with a lot of natural resources, good weather. If only we have good leadership that will do the basics. Not everyone will want to jackpot. Because even as there are good economic reasons, and let me economic reasons. Do you know that it's not like the pay in this place is a lot better than the pay in Nigeria? No. The difference is the exchange rate.
Wow.
That has resulted to higher spending power. My friend attended the US, Johns Hopkins University, one of the best schools, in 2010. And after that, he came back to Nigeria. Why? Because the exchange rate then was around $150 to 1 naira. If he converts what he will earn as a doctor there and converts what he will earn as a doctor here, the difference was not much. If he puts into consideration the benefits of staying in his country, he considers that it's better he comes back. But we know that a number of things has happened between 2010 and 2022, insecurity and quite a lot. Today, dollar was almost exchanging for close to 900, 700. You know, so the problem is bad economic management, leadership problem. Nigerian leadership needs to take it seriously and resolve the problems, the root problems that are plaguing the country and resulting to a lot of people jackpying.
Wow. Thank you very much, Dr. Ateke. We've talked about leadership. We've talked about economy. We've talked about security. We talk about good working environment for some of us. We're able to do more in short time now that we created another working environment for ourselves. Deputy Speaker. Deputy Speaker.
Powerful speaker, sir. My powerful
Deputy
speaker.
Speaker.
Powerful speaker, that.
We connected you people to the international globe and JAPA.
We cannot but acknowledge the things that happen once in a while. I want to assume that maybe there are some parts of even the international space that experience this kind of thing. Who knows? Maybe a part. But anyways, what has been, Nigeria actually wanted to do a strong thing, but we will keep encouraging people to stay in this nation in order to ensure that the beautiful and great nation that we want to see comes in manifestation. Like that song by Tim Dakono, Great Nation, that we will stand strong. We will stand strong and ensure that this nation is that great place that we actually want it to be, just like our powerful honorables have been saying, Honorable Tolu and Honorable Adasa. And well, they have been giving us good points. I mean, Honorable Parry and Honorable Esther right now, they have been giving us very powerful and important points in order to support this same point.
Wow. Honorable Adediba just said, Nigeria just happened to the Nigeria studio. The UK studio, please. Are you allowing the Nigeria studio back on set, or we just go ahead? Are you allowing them back on set, or we just go ahead and round up the program?
We can allow them for a couple of minutes, but I have a couple of points to just highlight before just of my honorable speaker, if you allow me.
Okay, Honorable Adediba, I like the point, and we round up this program. Please.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Correct a couple of notions that have been made in the house earlier. If we want to drag this up to next year, we can drag this up to maybe 21 years to come and we'll never finish this. It is at the end of the day, just like we said, they are both, most times reasons for JAPA are personal. However, when we look at the scope, we look at the scope of the progress that Nigeria as a country is making, and however the direction is looking like, it looks more like people need to seek for greener pasture. But I would like to highlight, even as we watch in the video later, even if you go biblically, you will find out that it is not the first time that people are JAPAing. People have JAPAed from the days of old, even in the Bible. Abraham JAPAed. He left the land of the Chaldeans. He went to look for a better way. God asked him to JAPA. Up to all his seed, up to even Jesus Christ. He JAPAed at some point and came back. And that is to tell you that JAPA will continue to be a trend even after that we have left this one. However, why there is not so much you can do around the JAPA is because people will take personal decisions. What we can best do is to see the benefit and the positives of the JAPA and see how we can harness the positivity of the JAPA. And if I take statistics, I'll take just one of the countries that I've seen. The country
powerful, Mr. Adediba.
Yeah.
You need to put yourself into serious order. You
Right.
cannot be talking on the floor of the house and you are covering your face as if you are acting like the masquerade that lives in your village. You can't. Are you trying to plan a coup against the speaker? What do you mean? How can you be talking behind the scene to the speaker? And you are saying brilliant things.
My honorable speaker, apologies. I did not know that I was muted visually when I was speaking.
We don't know if UK is worrying you now. Now, continue that point quickly.
It's better that UK will worry me than for Nigeria to happen to me at this point.
Oh my
Lord!
Oh my God!
So if I take the country of Bosnia and Herzegovina, the remittance as of 2021 alone was 1.5 billion euro, and that contributed 15% to their GDP. I know what that did to the economy. It boosted it. The $20 billion that earlier on, if I'm not wrong, Honorable Esther mentioned, was the remittance from the diaspora as of last year, 2021. 2 years ago, 2021 for Nigeria. That's just 5% of our $440 billion GDP that we are talking about. In the video we might see in a few minutes, and you see the countries of Japan, China, and a few other Asia countries have grown astronomically and progressively based on the history of the diaspora commitment and contribution to the economy. The Japan and China and Korea became the economic house power for production and particularly the manufacturing of vehicles, because they sent out their engineers, they sent out their best brain to all the rest of Europe to go and learn how vehicles are made and to go and tap into the technological know-how of all these countries. And they came back to the country to contribute to the productivity of that country. So
that's right.
If Nigeria wants to really grow its economy, it's not about being concerned about the rate at which people are living, but rather how can we get the people who are living to come back and bring positivity to the growth of the economy and to the growth of the country.
Mr. Adedigba, do you think that all the people that have left are thinking of going back?
So whether we like it or not, say north, south, east, or west is a general global saying that are very different places. Home is home. No matter how you look at it, home is always home. Even though some people will always, some school of thought will say that anywhere you call home is home. But I always try to beg to differ a bit, because no matter where you go, the culture of where you are going to can never be 100% like the culture of where you are coming from, which is your home. And that being said, no matter how you look at it, people will still have a reference to where they are coming from. Even if you eventually become the president of the United States or the prime minister of the UK, just like in the case of Sunni has happened recently, they'll still refer back to that and say the guy was born in Kenya, he's from India, he was born in Pakistan, and like. So there's always a reference back to your root.
A reference back home. Thank you very much, Mr. Adedigba.
Charity begins at home. We should always go back home, and people will go.
Thank you very much. For the sake of time, Nigerian studio, we are clear that Nigeria is happening to you, but can you give us the Kule Shoriyan video? Can you give us the Kule Shoriyan video? Can you share screen and give us the Kule Shoriyan video, please? Can the Nigerian studio give us that? If you are ready, let us know. And can we have Dr. Ateke give us your final closing words for today? Dr. Ateke, over to you. You are muted, Dr. Ateke. Okay, I think Dr. Ateke is trying to treat somebody maybe in the hospital or wherever he is there. Please, can you confirm Nigerian studio has that video? Can you confirm Nigerian studio has that video? Okay, thank you. We'll just round up today with this. For all of us on set, on your chat, we've looked at the YouTube chat. It has been JAPA that has been mostly said today. So Nigeria, I am sorry. By the power conferred on me by the powerful speaker of the House of Opinion, I am saying more people are permitted to JAPA. But for me, I think apart from JAPA, there is another word called JELO. And JELO is a statement where you can be outside your country and you are still useful in your country. Let us not make this brain drain a drain. We can turn it to brain gain. One of the husband of one of the women in our church will be traveling back to Nigeria. He's a building engineer. He said, I have come here. I have seen a lot of technology. I am taking it back home. It's a pity that leaders of Nigeria came here and we expect them to replicate what they saw here in the US, in China back home, but they would rather take our money, keep it here, and bring the corruption they learn around there back to our nation. So the vote here today says JAPA is more important than staying. So I hereby permit anybody who thinks he still wants to go as powerful speaker, but go with sense, go with grace, go with power. God bless you. And we will look at what happened to the Nigerian studio. Maybe the JAPA or the state will discuss this. Maybe the deputy speaker is going on suspension. Maybe the university that produced the technical guys did train them very well. Something must happen. So it's either the education is not quality. Maybe the person went to a polytechnic and not a university. Because one of the discussion on the floor of the house is polytechnic or university. Which one gives the best education? Or when some of them went on NYSC, they did not stay to understand Nigeria. They paid for NYSC and they went back to their parents' house. So one of the discussions on the floor of the house is, should NYSC be scrapped? So we'll see you same time next week on House of Opinion, and we will know maybe the engineers went to the polytechnic or to the university. Maybe the deputy speaker does not know his work, or maybe they have left the studio and they have JAPA. Even while this discussion is still on, we shall know. God bless you very much, everyone. See you same time next week. By Christ Apostolic Church, Kingsland, United Kingdom, and Nigeria. And I tell you, we are a church that choose to speak wisdom to cause a change in the things going on in our country. And do I have the studio? No, they are not back. Thank you and bye-bye. Honorable Adediba, thank you for coming on the show. Honorable Joshua, thank you for coming on the show. I'll see you all same time next week on another topic. Bye for now.